Since Bungie has given away Halo to the 343 Industries, it has been very clear that Halo has had some very underwhelming years as a video game IP. What's supposed to be Xbox's flagship title is clearly having a very rough time right now, and we can see that with Halo Infinite, where a game that had so much promise in its future has basically been completely underwhelmed by the fact that the studio that is working on the game has really not been able to really give out content that they're supposed to for the game and for its fans. Halo is a game that has always been phenomenal, and there's a reason why it became Xbox's flagship title. It became one of the most popular original Xbox games with Halo Combat Evolved, and with that came Halo 2 and 3, games that people really love. But ever since Bungie gave it to 343 Industries, the three main line Halo games they've made have been up in the air. I'm a person who likes Halo 4, but I think everybody can agree that Halo 5 was completely underwhelming, and Halo Infinite in itself is a good game, but they're not giving what the fans need, and that's a massive problem because Halo Infinite was a game that when it released was very hyped up and was very well received by the general public, but the thing is the game's content was needed. For instance, stuff like split screen co-op and the Forge mode, stuff like that to make the game fully complete. It was taking a while for it to release. Whenever they would update the game, it would take at least a good amount, like 5 to 6 months, in order to get some new content dropped for the game. And that's really saying something. When you usually check out a game that has to drop content usually on the go, they are usually releasing new content for the players for every month or two. For some reason, Halo decided, hey, let's just drop stuff every 6 months, which, if I was a person who, was playing Halo on the regular, I would feel pretty shitty about that. Because the thing is, when it comes to content, in order for the game to be fully complete, it needs all this stuff. For instance, Halo has the incorporation of a battle pass, a system that has been used very frequently in the gaming industry recently. And something about Halo that definitely needs to be addressed is the fact that the game wasn't even complete on release. Yes, they had the story mode, and yes, they had multiplayer and stuff like that right now, but stuff like Forge and even the split screen co-op, like I mentioned earlier, stuff that makes the game complete, wasn't even out during release. It took until not even a few months ago of last year that Forge actually managed to drop. And look what happened. Forge has been such a great success for Halo. A lot of people are doing some creative stuff on there that is really mind-blowing, and really shows that a lot of creators really love to think outside the box in order to make something great for the Halo community and the fans. Again, this is supposed to be Xbox's flagship title. This is supposed to be what is supposed to compare to God of War for PlayStation's flagship title. Again, this is proving that for some reason 343 cannot handle the incompetence of, for some reason, making a Halo game that is supposed to correlate with the fans and the fan base. Because look what has happened. Yes, Forge is good, but do you see what I mean? Fans in the community and the Halo community now have to wait 6 months every single time for new stuff to drop for them. And in my opinion, that's so stupid. And that's actually utter ridiculous, because when you're playing a game and you need stuff to drop, that's what makes the game keep going as a community support. Because again, if Halo continued to updating the game, this game might have honestly been nominated for best community support and some awards. Halo is a game that I feel like really needs to be treated with care and stuff like that. It really has to be shown by a studio that is willing to put in the effort for that said series. Again, Bungie, fantastic job. They did an incredible job with the first 3 Halo games, giving it so much care and even updating it on the regular when they needed to, and giving some special updates for the community and stuff like that. 343 Industries, on the other hand, not so much. 343 literally released Halo 5, which is probably, to me, easily the worst Halo game out there ever. Halo 5 had a lot of things wrong, but I was super hopeful, despite me being still a bit skeptical about the fact of Halo Infinite, because when I saw Halo Infinite, I've seen it as a very good game that's actually going to be able to finally be the Halo game the community has been wanting and been dreading for so many years. And then 343 Industries completely dropped the ball, but I think everybody can agree that the reason why this video even exists, and the nail in the coffin for possibly Halo, and why it's actually in serious trouble, is the fact that Microsoft recently cut 10,000 employee jobs, and one guy in particular who was working for 343 Industries, who was part of the original Bungie team that was working on Halo, decided to move on into a completely different position, away from what was supposed to be the working team on Halo. And that's a huge blow, because the guy actually gave a fuck about Halo. He was really trying hard to make sure this game gets put back on the map for what people want to play for first-person shooters. Because again, Halo is a very interesting and unique first-person shooter game, and that's what everybody wants. This game, there's a reason why it was popular, because everybody loves the character and story-driven narrative of Master Chief, but also because of the fact that the multiplayer was very unique and fun, and that's what everybody wanted from Halo. But again, when you're not having stuff updated, you're basically playing the same shit for 6 months, and then you're like, okay, where's the update? Where's the new content supposed to be dropping for this game? The reason why this is such a huge nail in the coffin for Halo is simply because now there's barely people working on the team for Halo, and it definitely seems like Halo's just taking a huge blow one after another. It was just recently of last year too that Halo took a big blow when one of their biggest representatives for 343 left, literally mid-production of updating stuff for Halo Infinite. Again, take this for example. Halo Infinite released at the end of the year, 2 years ago. Since then, there's only been 3 seasons of Halo. Season 1 when the game dropped, Season 2, like pre-summer of 2022, and then Season 3, the winter update, which released about right at the end of last year. I just want to let you guys let that sink in for a second, because by then, a regular game would have probably already had 5 seasons. Call of Duty already has more seasons than Halo. One Call of Duty game, which by the way, Call of Duty comes out every year, somehow has more seasons than a game that came out almost 2 years ago. And this is what I'm saying, it's a pretty huge worry and stuff like that, because Halo needs the content to be dropping, because still, Halo needs some of the stuff it needs, and it's still needing to have some of the stuff in order to be a fully complete game. Yes, there's Forge. Yes, now the community is going to be able to make stuff for the community and for stuff that Halo fans will enjoy, and for the most part people have. However, Halo needs to get the full grasp of the entire community as a whole, because it's very clear that with no updates comes very, very, very conflicted fans about what the hell is going on. I wanted to shed light on this because honestly, I'm a person that's completely worried for Halo and its current state, because it needs more seasons and it needs more of the flow. It needs more of the flow in order for it to continue to strive in the gaming industry, because it's pretty clear that soon, if it doesn't, Halo actually might have had its final nail in the coffin, and that final nail in the coffin was literally at the beginning of this year. And again, I'm somebody that I'm hoping for Halo to succeed, because again, this is supposed to be Xbox's flagship title, and I really love the whole concept of Halo and everything that Halo has for itself, including the fact that this Forge mode is supposed to be something for the community. Again, they do stuff for the community, and that's what I like. Again, I really hope Halo does get it together, and I really do hope 343 Industries hopefully make sure that this sinks in, and the fact that they really need to make sure that this game is reaching out to its fans and to show that they actually give a fuck and they care about what the hell is going on with this game. Because it's pretty clear that Halo's in a very dark state right now, and if things don't change, then this might have been the end for Halo. Please, Halo, please succeed.